we got the call from Mike Henson today, and the motor for the Caprice is almost done.
It is, and not only that, he is putting it on the dyno, which,
yeah.
you know, there's more than one,
did he hop this
reason.
deal up or something?
No. There's more than one reason. You know, we absolutely care zero about the horsepower. Look, those people are sledding over there. It is a disaster here in Oklahoma, people.
It's the worst.
So we have been on standby for days, not being able to do things because of this weather. Whether it be power out, water frozen, all kinds of stuff. So he's putting on it. We don't care about horsepower at all, but the good thing about having an engine dyno is he can build these motors, and I don't care who you are, you're gonna run into a few problems, and it's always nice not taking the time to put them in cars and then figuring out your rear main is leaking.
Oh, it's the worst.
So,
but even the main reason for this, for him, is this thing's got a flat tappet cam in it.
It does, and he's gonna run it for 20 minutes at, you know, I don't know, $2,000,
something like that.
That's what I always heard.
You know, break them in.
$2,000, break in the cam, and then we'll know. So once he told me he was doing that, he was like, well, shit, let me bring the carburetor, let me bring all the stuff that we're actually going to use and then it can be tuned for when we put it in the car. We don't care about the horsepower because
you gonna let Henson tune this deal?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't care. It's carburetor. Like, I feel like it's kind of, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So we're not going to worry about the horsepower because in 72, these 402s, man, they didn't make much power.
Nah.
We still going to bet though on how much power it's going to make. Like, we all got dollars.
Probably.
I ain't been out to Henson's in a long time. Surely we still bet on horsepower.
Oop.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive off the road here.
Man.
Drive us straight into this ditch. So the last couple of days, instead of getting anything done of actual work, we have been dealing with stupid shit because of all this cold. Phantom's truck wouldn't start for 3 days.
Oh God.
The dually, everybody that knows, everybody knows my dually has airbags on the back. We had to completely
drain it, put alcohol in it.
Well, I'm not the best at doing things like maintaining the air ride system on the back of this deal, so it had a lot of water in it. All that water froze. So the pumps never kicked off, but it didn't build any air in the tanks
because they were froze.
Everything was froze. So we ended up clearing out some spots in the shop. We pulled this thing in, we let it thaw out, we put the big space heater underneath it. We crawled underneath it in the dirt and nasty water and all that.
Man, put this thing in 4-wheel drive.
What for? What? Why though? We haven't needed it until now. Okay. So then after that, you put air brake antifreeze in the system.
Which is a thing.
Which it is a thing. You know, I'm sure all the truck drivers know it is a thing.
We thought someone was messing with us though.
We did, and I was just going to put some methanol in it.
Yeah.
Because we have literally tried our asses off to freeze methanol, and it don't freeze. So we thought we'll just put some methanol in it. Well, come to find out, there is a thing called air brake antifreeze. We put about an ounce because it's only bagged in the back. There's not a whole lot going on there. It's a 5-gallon tank. We drained all the water out, and whenever I pulled the, what are those?
The pressure relief valve?
Yeah, the pressure relief valve is the only thing that I have on the bottom, and that's where I should be draining the water from time to time. I never do. So there was a lot of water in there, and all that water was frozen solid. So after it thawed, it all drained out, I put that pressure relief valve back in it. I put about an ounce of that stuff in it, which I'm betting it's alcohol.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I'm betting it's alcohol.
Methanol.
Because you know when I opened it up, I smelled it.
Yeah. What it
Pretty sure it smelled like alcohol. So,
like we could have put it in an oven and fired it up?
Yes, yes. So anyways, we've been doing just stupid stuff around the house with stuff like that. And then there's still, you know, the enclosed trailer that has a bathroom in it. It has
I'm sure all that's fine.
Oh, well, we'll know as soon as all this starts thawing out. But anyways, so we're pulling into Henson's now, and we are going to...
Man, he needs to clear his driveway.
Yeah.
Come on, Mike Henson, get your shit together.
So we're gonna dyno this thing, and hopefully there's no leaks, but man, that would be amazing to know this thing's going in the car.
We can just drop it in,
we
fire
can
it
just
up,
drop
and
it
drive
in,
it.
fire it up. We already know the timing's where it needs to be. We're not, man, we didn't bring an engine plate. Oh well. We drop it in. We don't even have to do any of the stuff that I'm so good at, setting timing and dropping the timing in where it needs to be. It's already gonna be done.
Man, that's not gonna make for a very good video.
It's not. So whenever Henson tells me he's gonna dyno this deal, I was like, well, then I'm gonna bring you all the other stuff that I don't normally bring. Like, we planned on putting a little bit of this together ourselves, but after that, why not just let Henson put the whole thing together? So we brought him the carburetor, we brought him the distributor, we brought him the oil pan that was still at the house. We may or may not have missed a few bolts.
Bolts are bolts.
Oh, this is an engine shop. Henson had the bolts.
Yeah.
So anyways, but he did text me a couple of times asking for certain bolts.
Yeah.
Anyways,
we didn't know where they were.
So we're here. We're gonna see what this thing does. Man, I don't even know. I don't even have a guess on what a 402 that has been dumbed down by 1972 is gonna do.
I'm gonna say 230 to 240. No, at the crank, I bet it makes 280 to 300.
Yeah, I was gonna say somewhere around 300.
Man, it may not though.
Man, by the time you put it in the car, you don't think it's gonna make 220?
I don't know.
In the car?
I don't know. Well, let's go find out.
Yeah, let me turn this deal around, and yes, we'll find out. We'll get Aiden out here and start shoveling Mike Henson's driveway off.
Yeah, right.
Wow,
Sounds like a damn wheat truck.
man, it's a little bit quieter in the car.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Smells good. There's no way I would have guessed that was it whenever we walked in. Looks good, Mike Henson.
Thanks, dude.
Did it Chevy orange just for Sean.
That's right.
Hey, check this out. Like an old daily driver, boy.
That's what it is. That's what it is. to do everything we needed to do. Drive right up on a trailer.
The new owner will be happy.
Yeah.
Be like, wow, look at that.
Would you just look at it?
Just look at. Sometimes you just gotta look at it. Yeah, you know, if we decide to sell that deal, we'll see. My wife keeps on going, no, you're not keeping this one. You're not keeping this one. Well, you let me decide that.
But let's think about if we did keep it. That's what you need to tell her.
Yeah, but
Can you imagine what it would be like if we kept it?
it sure does take up a lot of space in the shop. Those
This
things are
car?
huge.
Oh,
man.
Like a land yacht.
Yeah. I love them, but man. And I'll probably never find a cleaner four-door than this one.
Mm-mm.
But
What do you drive to school every day?
No. I'm still just turned 15.
oh yeah, he turned 15 last year.
There you go. There you go, man.
He ain't driving this. He beat it all up.
Mm-hmm.
Door dings all over it.
Fat girls, you can get backseat of one of the things.
Not in the parking lot. There's
Is that
like
a bunch in the
5 cars
trunk?
in the parking lot.
Yeah. Nice and warm in here.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the only shitty part about having a dyno in here like this. You gotta turn that fan on.
Well, and in the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Probably heats this place up pretty good too.
Yeah, you're like, shit.
Yep.
Yeah, because the shop's air conditioned, and then I gotta crack the door and turn that fan on. There goes that whole deal.
Yep. This was the first shop I've ever came to that Mike Henson was always nice and cool in here. Had an air conditioner. Pretty sure we used to always fucking talk shit about it.
Yeah.
Now I've got one in my shop.
Now you're like, I don't know how I did it.
Yeah, I know. I know. Well, I think I'm somewhere around Mike's age whenever I first started coming over here, so, you know, that had to have been years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, long time ago.
Somewhere
Yeah.
around there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, now what?
Yep, that's it.
All right.
We're gonna drain the water out of it so it don't freeze.
Yeah.
Call you Monday, but you'll never guess what happened.
Yeah, you don't believe this.
Remember how we had that water problem in the dyno? Well, we don't have that problem anymore.
So what do y'all do after that? Just basically gonna cut the filter open, look
Yeah,
at, make sure
cut the
everything's
filter
good.
open.
Right on.
Yep.
Spend another
So,
month, put it
I'll
away.
come back and pick it up on Monday, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have it sitting on a stand and everything. Got little wheels, you can roll it around.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That sounds expensive.
Yeah.
It's already on the bill.
Right on.
With the warranty void on the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Warranty void once it leaves this shop.
I've been here before. Mike takes post-dated checks.
Yeah.
I know.
Third party travelers.
Yeah, that's right, from out of state.
I have had some folks do the check.
Yep, yep. Well, Mike, I appreciate it, man. It looks
Then I got a
amazing.
call before that date. You might
Yeah.
hold on to that a few more days.
Look, man, I'm still moving some money around.
The way my checking and my savings set up.
You know, how about moving it into this account? That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or move it over here. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm moving this check to my account, so go ahead and move some money to where this check's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Those days are over. I don't do that shit.
I wouldn't either. Man, in this business, I mean, none of this is mandatory. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when somebody picks up something from you, they should pay you right then.
Yeah.
And it should be good.
And I've done enough of them that, you know, everybody wants a deal. I've done enough of them. I don't need to fucking practice anymore.
I don't think I would either. No. Look, man, everybody always says, man, you got that discovery money and you got all them sponsors and stuff. And I'm thinking, man, I don't have no fucking sponsors. I got some people that help me out with some parts. But aside from that, man, I literally don't have any money. Nobody gives me any money. Nobody hands me any checks. Nobody does any of that
And
stuff.
a lot of people don't realize a lot of people are that way.
No, I know.
A lot of companies really don't.
No. That, you know why? Because anybody who has a product that's worth a shit,
Mhm.
they don't need to give it away.
They don't need to.
Like, you
They
know,
want to get a
people,
name, they'll need to give it.
yeah, like your hoodie right there, man. You think if Fuel Tech didn't, if they charged me more than what they charged everybody else, I'd still use Fuel Tech. You know why? Because it's the best product on the market. You know, and
If you have a problem, you can call Lewis at midnight and be like, hey, I'm in a bind. Help me.
Yeah. Yeah, I got his number
We've done
on.
it.
It is.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, no, I've done it. I've done it multiple times.
I have too.
We've done it street racing up in Nebraska. Like,
I was always real polite about it. I text him first. And if I got a text back, I'm like, oh, it's on.
oh no, hey man, hey, I'll text him, I'll WhatsApp him, I'll
send him everything.
And every communication that I have with him, I'll send to him.
Yeah.
He's pretty good about it.
And if he returns one, it's on.
Yeah. And that's part of the reason that they've grown the way that they have.
They have, yeah.
But
Yeah, that's what got them going. But the thing is now they don't. It's like me. I don't need to.
no.
I just don't.
There's plenty of companies out there that are like that.
Yeah,
that
I don't need to. There's a few people I help, like you and stuff like this. I help you because I know what you're doing with this.
Yeah, but I don't. I don't care. Like it's not. I don't expect it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, you don't come in the door asking for it before we even start. That's why I do help.
I've never been.
There's
that
a lot of
person.
times people will do that.
I don't want to do that.
I'm like, and then 9 times out of 10, my first question is, who the hell are you?
Yeah. Well, and then
What have you done? What have
you know what you did to help me? You got me a motor.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got me a motor that I could put in the car
Yeah.
and fire it up and drive it. You know what I mean? That should be that was the help I was looking for whenever I brought it here. So
Yeah.
there's a bunch of companies out there like that. Like if VP told me, hey, fuck you, man, I'd go,
I'm still gonna be that truck.
and then I'd
Now I gotta
still
pay
use
for
their
that
fuel.
shit.
And then
Now I gotta pay for that
still
shit.
use their fuel. I'd just be mad about it.
Yeah.
But what else are you gonna do?
I
You're
mean,
not gonna go
the whole
somewhere
time
else.
I raced, even on the show and stuff, I paid for everything.
Yep.
I mean, I got help with tires. The guy that owns.
Oh shit! I've never been helped with tires.
Brad Grissom helped me a lot.
That's
the
cool.
guy that owns that Pedal Max, Throttle Max, whatever that company's called, JMS Chip.
Huh.
He helped me a bunch
That's cool. That's cool.
with tires.
Yeah. Well, man.
He bitched when I went back to Hoosiers, but
did he have Hoosiers?
they
too?
cost him more.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, he didn't
got-
get a
but he was a
deal-
dealer.
deal with Mickey
He was dealer
Thompson,
for both
yeah.
of them, though.
Yeah.
Well, depends on where you're racing, man. Hey, there's a spot for both of them.
Yeah.
There's a spot for Mickey's, which is usually drag radials,
Mm-hmm.
or there's a spot for big tire shit. It is what it is.
That's
so,
a fact.
man, guys, I really appreciate
You're
it.
very welcome.
Thank you very much,
Sure.
man.
Aiden,
We were all
Alright.
guessing
Thanks,
on
Mike
the way
Henson.
out here.
Welcome,
We
man.
were all guessing our numbers
you're
out
welcome, Danny
here.
Burger.
Ain't none of us guessed that.
No.
What y'all guessing?
I said
somewhere
280 to
around-
300.
I said somewhere around 300, but
Yeah.
I didn't think it'd go over 300. I was kind of being optimistic a little bit,
A little over.
Hardly ever
72
happens.
models, man,
Yeah, they're already.
they already killed them in 72.
Oh yeah,
you know?
72. They were rated at like 190 or some shit.
Well, I do know that just from the little bit that I drove this thing versus the little bit that I drove that El Camino, fuck. I understand the El Camino is probably 2,000 pounds lighter,
And
but that
probably
thing,
different gear ratio too.
that thing, oh yeah, in the rear end, probably so. I don't even know what the ratio is in the rear end.
I bet that.
But that thing,
I bet the Caprice is like 273 or something stupid like that.
yeah,
Maybe not.
At
Maybe not that
most 308s, but that El Camino, just a little bit, you can tell makes way more power than this. Just the difference between 68 model and a 72. So,
Well, that and being for this had problems, so
yeah.
I mean the
Yeah,
damn
this
This
is
didn't really have
already
problems
beat up.
until I fucked it up. I don't think.
Man, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. You didn't find that one when you first fired it up, did you? Like when I watched the video of the El Camino and you broke out the prime tool, I was like, "Yes."
Yeah, but hey, somebody did. They did get me on the comments. I used to have a prime tool that.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Had the, no, and he's right.
Yeah, that
he's
has the
he's
collar
100%
like
right.
yeah.
other way
That-
bypass and dump.
Yeah.
Other than that, all I did was stir it up and get the mains and which is what the problem was with this. You know what I mean? It didn't get to the top end,
You prime
and that
the
dude's
pump
right.
mostly. Yeah.
Yep. So
Which I mean, it's better than not doing it.
yes,
For sure.
for sure.
But yeah. It
But I
does-
used to have an old distributor that we cut off just so that it would have that. You know what I mean? And it would get
for
to
the
lifters
bypass
and all
for the
that.
lifter. Yeah.
So some of those people on our comments, they're right. Some of them.
Yeah. Some of them are morons.
Yeah. Yep.
But we love them all.
We love all of our moron followers. So
Most of you.
okay, well, we're gonna catch a plane tomorrow and You want me to pay you today? I mean, that plane could crash tomorrow.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
never
I
know.
was just thinking the same thing.
And if so,
I'm
look,
like,
Aaron ain't finna bring you a check for that.
No, she
If
ain't
something
damn sure
happens
ain't.
to me.
I knock on the door.
Oh
see
no,
the
we're
curtain
not
open.
married no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knock on the door. All I see is the curtain open.
Well, I don't know what
My
owes you, but I hope that's worth it.
Yeah.
Fucking Henson, don't open the door.
Yeah.
Dog barking.
Yeah.
I know you're in there.